How Amish families preserve fruits and veggies without a fridge and make your grocery bill jealous. While we're sweating over skyrocketing electricity bills to keep our veggies crisp in the fridge, Amish families are out here preserving their harvest for months, sometimes years, without spending a single cent on power. Their secret: a handful of ancient preservation methods so clever they make modern refrigeration look like an overpriced luxury. These folks aren't just keeping their apples and green beans fresh. They're practically writing love letters to Mother Nature with every jar and barrel. Let's dive into 7 of their most ingenious techniques, starting with a method that's basically the Amish version of a time machine for your tomatoes. 1. Water bath. Canning, the jar that laughs at expiration dates. Picture this. It's August, your garden's spitting out tomatoes faster than your kids can dodge chores, and you're wondering how to make them last past Labor Day. Enter water bath canning, the Amish go-to that turns summer's bounty into winter's treasure. This isn't just preservation, it's a science experiment you can eat. They start by picking the ripest fruits, think tomatoes, peaches, or berries, and giving them a good wash, cleaner than your car, before a first date. Then they pack them into glass jars, sometimes with a splash of lemon juice or vinegar to keep things tangy and safe. The jars take a hot bath in boiling water, and here's where the magic kicks in. That heat isn't just warming things up, it's like a bouncer at a club, kicking out bacteria and sealing the deal with a vacuum-tight lid. My Amish neighbor Sarah swears she once found a jar of peaches in her pantry from 5 years back, still sweet as the day they were canned. The trick? Sterilize those jars like you're prepping for surgery, leave a thumb's width of headspace, and warm the lids just enough to make them pliable. The cool down is where the real sorcery happens, as the jars pop into a seal tighter than your grandma's purse strings. These canned goodies, applesauce, pickles, you name it, can last a year or more, tasting like summer in the dead of winter. 2. Fermentation. When veggies get a funky makeover. If you think spoiled food is a bad thing, the Amish are about to blow your mind. Fermentation is their way of letting veggies like cabbage or cucumbers go rogue, turning them into sauerkraut or pickles that'll make your taste buds do a jig. It's not just about preservation, it's about flavor so bold it could star in a Hollywood blockbuster. They shred cabbage finer than your uncle's tax excuses, mix it with salt, and pack it into crocks. The salt pulls out moisture, creating a brine that's like a no trespassing sign for bad bacteria. Over a few weeks in a cool cellar, those veggies transform, getting tangier than a gossip column. The science is simple. Lactic acid bacteria throw a party, making the environment too sour for spoilers to crash. I tried my hand at fermenting carrots once, following an Amish recipe. Let's just say my first batch was more science project than snack. But when I got it right, crunchy, zesty perfection that lasted 6 months. Some families toss in dill or garlic for extra pizzazz, guarding their recipes like the family silver. Fermented veggies don't just keep, they get better, like a good joke you hear twice. Drying, turning apples into nature's candy. Long before dehydrated kale chips were a thing, the Amish were drying apples and beans into snacks that could outlast a teenager's phone battery. This method is low-tech brilliance. Slice your fruit or veggies thin, about the width of a playing card, and let the air do the work. Some hang apple slices on strings in a breezy attic, while others use wooden racks by a wood stove. The goal? Suck out every drop of moisture, leaving behind concentrated flavor tougher than your grandpa's war stories. I once helped an Amish family dry green beans into leather breeches. Stringy, shriveled things that looked like they'd seen better days, but after soaking and cooking, they tasted like the garden itself. Drying works because bacteria need water to party, and these dehydrated goodies are as dry as a stand-up comic's wit. Stored in cloth bags or jars, dried fruits and veggies can last a year, perfect for snacking or tossing into soups. Pro tip: Keep them in a cool, dark place, or they'll fade faster than your summer tan. Root cellaring, the Earth's walk-in pantry. If you think a fridge is the only way to keep carrots crisp, the Amish have a dirt-cheap alternative, the root cellar. Buried 6 feet underground, these cellars are like Mother Nature's refrigerator, holding a steady 40–50 degrees with humidity high enough to keep potatoes from shriveling. It's not just a hole in the ground, it's an engineering marvel with thick walls and vents to balance airflow. Think of it as an apartment complex for your veggies. Carrots and beets on the damp bottom shelves, apples and onions up top where it's drier. I visited a root cellar once and felt like I'd stepped into a fairy tale. The air was cool, the shelves packed with jars and bins, and the smell of earth and apples was better than any candle. Amish families store everything from pumpkins to parsnips here, some lasting 6 months or more. The trick is checking for spoilage. One bad apple really can ruin the bunch. No electricity, no bills, just pure, earthy genius. Sugaring. When fruit gets a sweet armor, sugar isn't just for cookies in Amish kitchens, it's a preservation superhero. By turning berries or pears into jams, jellies or fruit butters, they lock in summer's sweetness for months. The process is like canning S sweeter cousin. Cook fruit with a mountain of sugar until it is thick enough to spread. Then seal it in jars with a water bath. Sugar acts like a bouncer, tying up water so bacteria can't use it to grow. I once tasted an Amish strawberry jam so good I forgot how to blink. It was like summer in a spoon, preserved for a snowy February morning. Some families add a pinch of spice, cinnamon or cloves, to make their preserves sing. These sugary treats last a year or more, assuming you can resist eating them by the spoonful. The downside: your dentist might send you a stern letter, but your taste buds will thank you. Pickling, vinegar's victory lap. Pickling is like giving veggies a spa day in a vinegar bath, and the Amish have it down to an art. They soak cucumbers, beets, or even green tomatoes in a mix of vinegar, water, salt, and spices, creating an acidic shield that laughs in the face of spoilage. The process is simple but precise. Too little vinegar and you're inviting trouble, too much, and your pickles taste like a chemistry lab. My first bite of Amish pickled beets was a revelation. Sweet, tangy, and so vibrant I swore they glowed. Stored in a cool cellar, these jars can last a year, getting tastier as the flavors meld. Some families have secret spice blends, passed down like heirloom quilts. Pickling doesn't just preserve, it transforms, turning humble veggies into the star of your supper plate. Sand storage, burying veggies like buried treasure. Here S1 that'll make you rethink your storage bins. The Amish bury root veggies like carrots, turnips or potatoes in sand. Not just any sand, clean, slightly damp sand, layered in wooden boxes or barrels in a cool cellar. The sand keeps things moist but not soggy, like a cozy blanket for your beets. It's low-tech wizardry, maintaining just the right humidity to prevent sprouting or rot. I tried this once with carrots, expecting a sandy mess. Instead, I pulled out crisp, sweet roots 3 months later, like finding gold in my backyard. Sand-stored veggies can last through winter, sometimes into spring, with no fridge required. It's proof the Amish can make even dirt work miracles. Why it matters. These methods aren't just about saving a few bucks. They're about living in tune with the land, wasting nothing and savoring every bite. While we're tossing wilted lettuce because the fridge died, Amish families are pulling out jars of pickles and dried apples, grinning like they've cracked life's code. Each technique, from fermentation's funky tang to sand storage's quiet genius, tells a story of patience and ingenuity. Want to try one? Start with drying apples. It's as easy as slicing and waiting. Or check out Claude Davis's book on 126 superfoods and preservation methods, linked in our channel description. It's packed with crisis-era tricks that'll make you rethink your pantry. In a world of plug-in solutions, the Amish remind us, Sometimes the old ways are the best ways, and a well-preserved harvest is worth more than gold.